Welcome to Excel Radio with Dr. Nick Zyrowski, where we talk with world-class entrepreneurs, executives, and health experts who have unlocked the secrets to Excel health and performance.
Hi, and welcome to Excel Radio. This is your host, Dr. Nick Zyrowski, and I am very excited to be here with you on our first official recording. In this recording, what I want to do is take the opportunity to have you get to know me and my co-host, Jacqueline. Welcome to the show, Jacqueline.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So Jacqueline is a lifetime friend. I've known her forever since I was little, and she's going to be a really great addition to the show. She has a business degree. She's aspiring to be a professional golfer. She's an athlete, and she really is working on taking her health to the next level. So, she's doing all these things that are going to be very beneficial. She has so much knowledge on life in general that she's going to be able to add a lot to our conversations and really help you take your life to the next level. Because what I want to do is always add immense amount of value to you, the listeners. And, she's going to help me do that. So first, here's how I want to start this. So Jacqueline, would you go ahead and tell us your story so people can get to know you a little bit?
Sure, yeah. Like Nick said, we grew up being close friends and our families are really close. And I'm pretty excited that he asked me to help him out because I am trying to pursue my life dream on being on the LPGA. So I think, both of us can help each other, and we've both gone through the same struggles in life as, through school and work and trying to find where we want to go. And now we can really do it and connect with the health vision and go from there. But anyways, Nick was saying that this episode is about trying to get to know both of us and see what we can do and how, we can connect to the world, because we are just like normal people. So a little bit about me is I'm a big time athlete. I played sports all my life growing up, and I had a natural talent for golf around the age of 14. I really got into it and started playing in tournaments and played in high school and, got a college scholarship out of it. And, as that journey kept going, it was like, wow, I really want to make this my living. Being on tour would be, the ultimate goal. But as everyone knows, in people's lives, you have obstacles. And unfortunately, I was playing college golf and kind of had a bad experience with a college coach. I had a great experience with a college coach and then a bad one, and, hit a big bump in the road and took a good 5 years off of golf. So, after taking some time off and really looking at it and thinking about it, I actually decided, okay, well, I had some encouragement from friends on tour that came to me and were like, you should be out here and playing again if this is what you want to do. So I actually got the encouragement and picked up the clubs again and moved to Florida. And here I am right now working away and also working at a golf course and working on my golf game every single day to try to get to the next level. So yeah, I guess that pretty much sums up what I'm doing currently right now.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting because, the thing is that you were saying that you ran into some hiccups along the way, but the cool thing is that you picked yourself up and you really still continue to chase your dreams today. And that's a very important thing because it doesn't matter who you are. Everyone runs into downtimes in their life, and it's not really that downtime that you need to focus on. You just need to pick yourself back up and, go back to chasing your dreams. And that's really what's going to give you the life of your dreams, really.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard because when you go through, bumps in the road, you have some bad memories and some things that are kind of blocking your mind. So also working with Nick is going to be amazing because we can really dial in and focus on the mental part of everything. But, like I said, working on, just trying to get over those bumps and really trying to push through what took me away from the game, and now I can get back at it.
It's the challenges that you face in your life that are the biggest educational things you can go through. When I was actually going through college, the president of the college asked me, he was like, what is the biggest thing that you took away from all of this after I got my doctorate degree? And I was like, honestly, the biggest thing wasn't the education itself. It's the education I got I got well going through the education. And so, these struggles that you face, they're just meant to make you better. And like, the thing is when you're facing these struggles, they suck, but like everything happens for a reason. And like the biggest struggles that we have in our lives are always blessings. Like you just have to see how they like manifest to be a beneficial thing that rolls out in your life, because they always do.
Exactly. I mean, and everyone goes through them, any journey that anyone is in, like at the moment, it just seems like the world is crashing and it's going to end. And I don't know what I'm going to do with my life.
Right.
But, as time goes, now I'm in Florida and I have a coach in Arizona, and I go back and forth and, starting to get back into the tournament plays and playing on some mini tour stuff. And, it is a big time struggle, but at the same time, like, I know if I just keep being patient and I keep working at it, like, hopefully in one day I will be on the LPGA and I'll, look back and I'll be like, man, those days were so tough, but they only actually built me to be a lot stronger.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Better.
Yeah. And it's cool that you're chasing your goals too, because like one of my favorite quotes is, it's never the facts that stop you from achieving your goals. It's the stories you tell yourself why they can't be done. So, like when you come across these different things in life, you think, I can't do that or whatever. But it's like, these are all stories in your head. Like you just got to get through them and you got to go for it. Like, everything can be achieved. You just have to not listen to the stories and then go for your dreams, go for your goals. And that's what you're doing. It's cool.
Right. Thank you. And I'm excited for it. And I'm excited that you're going to be there along the side of me and help me hopefully achieve them as well. Because I think every aspect that comes into your life is, I need your positive energy. So this is going to be good.
Yeah. Well, hey, I focus on helping people like basically achieve a high performance lifestyle. So, that's what I'm going to help you get to that high performance state and help you maintain it. And, I wanted to ask you real quick too, and I don't want to get into this too much, but, just, what does your training look like on a daily basis? Because if you're golfing, you must be training for a certain amount of time a day. And then also, you must be going to the gym and spending some time in there as well, so that you can constantly build different muscle groups and stay fit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, just like anyone, I don't know, just like anything you do, every day is a full day. It's not only just on the golf course practicing, all my long irons or short irons and putting. It also has to deal with like what I'm eating and being in the gym and working out all the muscles and stuff like that. And, like each day has its own kind of little routine, and I try to do as much as I can. And so, I mean, every day is different, but they're full of the right things to get me in the right direction.
Cool. Well, I don't think I have any other questions for you. If you have anything else anything else you want to share at this time, or is that about it?
Honestly, like that's just a little summary about what I'm doing. And I believe in the next, few shows that we put on, you're going to learn a lot more about my life and who I am as a person. I mean, I have a very supporting family behind me and encouraging me to follow my dream. And I couldn't be happier about that. But at the same time, I individually am paying for everything on my own. So I actually do a little juggling with working a couple of jobs as well as practicing all day. And, that does make a long day, and it does make, me exhausted and stuff. But at the same time, that's where I want to do, or this is what I want to do. So I got to work for the money on the business side, and I got to work hard for the talent on the other side. So
right. And when she says that she's working long days, trust her on that one. I keep telling her, Jackie, you got to get more sleep. What are you doing? You got to get more sleep. And it's hard though, because when you're doing these things, it's like, when I was getting my doctorate degree, like it was literally a time in my life where my health was just declining rapidly. And so it's like when you have these things going on, it's hard to focus on your health sometimes, and also take care of the things that have to be taken care of so that you can move forward. Like there was days where, I'm staying up till 2 a.m. and then getting up at 5 a.m. For like a week straight. Sometimes it was like basic survival. So, you always have to take care of your health, but sometimes you face those challenges.
You do. And you know what? I mean, sometimes you got to slow down too and just kind of just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and it will hopefully all work out. But yeah, no, I'm excited for all these, for this journey ahead with, working with Nick, as well as trying to pursue my dream of being on the LPGA. And yeah, so that's pretty much my story right now. So my question for Nick is, what's your story? What got you here, and how did we get you here?
Well, I'll give somewhat of the shorter version so I don't put anybody to sleep. But the thing is that's really interesting about my story is that when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do in life, I was already running a business. I was successful in my own right. I was enjoying it, but the thing that I wasn't enjoying is that I kind of felt empty with the business that I was running. And to give you an idea of what I was doing graphic arts type of work and, t-shirt printing and that type of thing. So, I was doing that, and I was trying to figure out who I wanted to be in life and what I wanted to do. So I was going to college at the time. I wasn't really sure, what I wanted to go to college for. I was going for business because it just seemed like, the right thing to do. And, one day I sat down, I was like, who do I want to be? What do I want in my life? And the one thing that I determined is that one thing I want in my life is I want to be able to help people. And so I packed my bags and I moved to Atlanta, and I started finishing my undergrad down in Atlanta, pursuing a bachelor's in biology. And then after that, I entered into a doctorate program. While I was in the doctorate program, it was pretty interesting because I had an immense amount of struggles, which I'm not going to talk about a whole lot in this episode. It really would be fit to talk about in an episode when we talk about how to heal your brain or why your brain isn't working. Right. Because those are the struggles I was facing, just to kind of give you an idea. And it was really devastating to me while I was going through my doctorate program, facing these struggles. So at the same time that I was facing my struggles, my mom was also facing health struggles. And the thing is, we had no answers. And when we were trying to figure out how to get as well, it was always a prescription drug or a pill. And everybody knows that those really just cover up symptoms, and those don't fix the cause of a health problem. So, as I was going through my education, I came to a fork in the road, basically, and I decided to go straight. And when I did that, I really, started studying an unconventional approach to get people well. And that's what I do today, is use basically an unconventional approach to heal the body. And that approach that I use is, if somebody comes to me and they're having a problem with, their ability to think clearly or why their brain isn't working, I don't just sit there and say, what does your brain need? I mean, of course that's important, but, what I do is collectively look at the body like a puzzle. And it's like, what pieces to this puzzle are not working? And so that's the approach that we use here in New Vision Health Center. And like I said, it's an unconventional approach, but we get unconventional results by doing things like this. Right. Some people are asking, I have friends that'll tell me, why would you do things like this? People don't really want to be healthy. And I don't believe that. I believe everybody wants to be healthy, and I want to help you, and I want to help your family and your friends and everyone, get as healthy as possible. But the thing is that people are sick out there today, and they need this type of thing. We have 1 in 3 people that develop cancer in their life, 1 in 2 people get heart disease, and also, we have diabetes and just so many different problems. So, in order to help people and give them an option for true healthcare and something that's different than what they're already getting, like I said, I take a very unconventional approach, and I have went the route that I have taken for that purpose.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I mean, you, like we just told everybody, we've grown up and I've known you for, years and years, and you come from a really good family and everything like that. And, basically just about you are, you're a caring person that just wants to actually make everyone better. And, I know personally, you always talk to me and try to help me get better with what I'm doing. And, am I using the right energy in the right places and stuff like that. So would you say that, or who would you say inspired you the most to get to this point to become helping other people?
Yeah, well, I have a lot of different inspirations in my life. First of all, I couldn't have done it with my family. On a personal level, or more of a personal note, I come from a family with 8 kids. My mom and dad have always worked super hard to, help us and push us along and help us achieve our goals in life. Without a doubt, I couldn't have done it without my wife. I got married when I was in doctorate school, or actually just before I had started. And without my wife, like, honestly, I don't know how I would have done it. Actually, I probably wouldn't have done it. I probably would have just packed up my bags and went home. But, so she was an absolute inspiration. I had a daughter while I was in the doctorate program, and I just love her to pieces. And so, she's also a huge inspiration in my life, and about to have kid number 2 right now. So,
I know, it's crazy. It's coming up so fast.
I know, believe me, I feel the same way, and I've been here the whole time through the pregnancy. So.
Yes, that's awesome. Now you're going to have quite a full house, especially with everything you're doing with your company and stuff like that. So, what else is something that you think, that personally that everyone and our listeners would really want to know about you?
Oh, wow. That's a tough question. I think that, right now in my life, my goal is really just to help people. After you get past, all the nonsense, in deciding who you want to be and what you want to do, and where you want to go in life. Right now, for me, the thing is that I want people to know that, like, everything I do is to help them. I mean, this doesn't benefit me. I've been through this process. I've healed myself, and I'm passionate about helping them out.
Well, yeah, and you only want to see people be better, and if it's from an athletic or an athlete position, or if it's from a working with people that are in the that sit behind a desk every day, no matter what, you want the energy to be used in the right way instead of the wrong way to make people have a happy life. Do you feel
One of the things too is that I want to point out is that the type of people that I work with are entrepreneurs and executives, and so on a regular basis anyway. And so the reasons that I work with these people is because, in order for me to help as many people as possible, I want to influence the influential. So, I start with these people, and right now I'm working to help start transforming the workforce as well. It's something I'm also passionate about because, I told you before that I have a business background, and I was, running a graphic artist type of company when I was a teenager, and the thing is that I love working with businesses. I love helping them transform their staff to be able to have a better focus and better energy and more clarity, on a daily basis, so that they can ultimately experience the type of healthcare that I'm offering to so many people.
right. I mean, and that's awesome that you are doing this and like want to help everyone from all different aspects and stuff like that. Is there anything that you feel, I don't know, because you were an athlete too. I mean, you played college hockey and stuff like that, and you also now work with people and go into businesses and stuff like that, and you also come from a family that works really hard and has started their own businesses as well. So the drive is definitely there, and you're just there to help people.
Right. And that's a good point too, because, in episode 1, I was like, I'm not going to sit here and have the guru mentality and try to, be everybody's hero and talk about things that I don't really know what I'm talking about. And, one of the things that we are going to cover in these podcasts are things that, like, I have experience in. I've been an athlete all my life. I played hockey since I was really young. I played college hockey. I played football. I've played every sport out there, really. I've raced motocross. So, I've been an athlete my whole life. So, I definitely want to share all the things that I've learned. Currently, I'm doing a lot of training right now for some different events this summer. And I've just, like, when I was
in CrossFit, or I mean, not CrossFit, like in triathlons. What do you mean? Like, what are you?
Okay, so races like the Spartan race and Tough Mudder and those types of things. So those are some of the things I'm going to be experiencing this summer. And so, like, in order to do this, I've just had my nose in the books. Like, how do I recover as fast fast as I can from a workout and all that type of thing. So there's a lot to it when it comes to training. And so that's another thing that I want to bring up in a future episode as well, Jackie, is that how to, basically how to go about training, but also how to train in order to lose fat and how to train in order to gain muscle and just all the types of all the different aspects of training, because there's a lot to it. Let me tell you.
Well, I'm definitely going to be listening on those episodes because that's my focus too.
Yeah.
No, but anyways, another thing I think that we want to get out to our listeners is the fact that, you and I are normal people like anyone else. Yeah. And, we're down to earth and we like to have a good time. And we're not saying you can't go and have a good time or you can't, take a day off and take a break and stuff like that. I mean, no matter what, life is still short and life is what you make it. So I think that even though, you and I have similar backgrounds and, we're still really focused on our futures, still we're there to help other people, but in a good way, in a fun way. I mean, you and I, we're just here to have fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing the show because I need another job, that's for sure. But I'm doing the show in order to add people to you, but also or add value to the people, but also to enjoy myself and really spread the message of health. And you were just talking about how we're regular people, right? One of the big things that I don't ever want to portray is the guru mentality. And the guru mentality is that like I was born perfect, I do everything perfect, and because that's not the case. I'm not into that, and I'm certainly not going to go there. I used to be pounding Mountain Dews and drinking and eating garbage food, just like the typical person is. And the reason that I'm not doing that today is really because I had health problems. And like I said, we'll get into that in the future. But, at a young age, I was experiencing a lot of health problems from it. And so I learned that, hey, this isn't sustainable and I can't do this anymore. So, I'm just like you. I used to, have a poor diet. And I used to have health problems that, really got me to where I am today because it gave me a heck of a good education in health. And then the other thing is that, I used to not exercise. I used to do everything wrong. And now I can say that I have a really, really clean diet. I exercise once or twice a day, typically about 5 days a week. I usually try to take a couple days off. And those are usually the days that I take off from exercising are the days that something comes up that I just don't have the time. So I always just, let that work into my schedule. But, now, things are a little different now than they used to be, but certainly,
well, you have some kids and you have a wife and things get in the way. But I mean, you and I can relate on a lot of different levels when it comes to health and what we got to do. I was diagnosed about 5 years ago with celiac disease, and, it's definitely a life-changing thing. I mean, I used to love eating goldfish and and Cheez-Its and, normal mac and cheese and stuff like that, and taking a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the golf course and stuff. I mean, there's gluten-free bread now, and some of those are good options, but not good options. We'll get into that later, but still, like, it's definitely a health-changing mentality and better for your body. And, now I'm feeling better instead of being really sick for 2 years. Those are the little bumps and stuff, I guess I should say, that got in the way, but of my dream. But now, I've really wrapped my head around it, learned about it, and, conquered that, and now you can keep going. So, but just like you said, I mean, there's a lot of things that we can change, but we are normal people, and we want everyone to, stay tuned on what new and fun things we can all learn as together as one.
Right. And if you are facing health challenges, like that's what we're here for. And so if you were to listen to every episode, don't get discouraged if you can't implement everything we talk about, like that's unreasonable. So if you can at least, get a little bit out of every episode, you start implementing it into your life. You'll look back a year from now and you're going to be like, wow, I'm so much healthier. Changing your health overnight is not possible. It's going to take time. Rome wasn't built in a day. We've all heard that. So the thing is just like Jacqueline had just mentioned, is that like, she had these different problems and then she changed up her diet, did all these things, and now she's feeling great. And the same thing can happen for you. If you're having different challenges, start changing what you're doing. Like, it's going to be a little bit tough at first. You might have a little bit of, food cravings and that type of thing. But honestly, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to have so much more energy and abundance and vitality. And we're going to help you do that.
Yes, and I'm looking very forward to all the new episodes that we got planned for the future. And, not only doing them, I have some of the knowledge, but I'm also going to learn from them. And it's only going to make myself a better person, Nick a better person, our families better people, as well as our careers that we're trying to reach here.
Right, exactly. And you brought up a good point, because we have some killer episodes coming up here. I have a entrepreneur who's talking about his rituals that he uses on a daily basis in order to stay healthy. We have Doug from the Barbell Shrugged, who's talking about the steps, some of the first crucial steps you take in order to get into the gym and start eating well. We have a behavioral change specialist who's going to talk about what are the steps that you take in order to start changing your behaviors on a daily basis so that you can start implementing a healthy lifestyle. So we have some really cool topics coming up, but also Jackie and I are going to dig into so many different things. We're going to dig into how to optimize your brain, how to lose fat and gain lean muscle, how to heal different, areas of your body, how to have beautiful skin, whatever it is. We're going to be talking. I mean, there's going to be so many topics, right? We've already talked about the slew of topics we're going to have coming up in the future shows. So, we really look forward to being here with you and just adding a ton of value in each and every episode. And I'm pumped about it.
I'm really excited too. And I'm very thankful that you asked me to be your co-host, because I'm ready for this journey. I'm ready to be on the LPGA. I'm ready for you to have a second baby. I don't know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Well, I'll tell you what, the LPGA it's going to come for you. And that baby's definitely coming too. There's no reversing that one, right?
Nope, reversing that one. But.
All right, cool. Well, that's all I got for you today. So, once again, it was great being here with you. And I look forward to the next show that we do together, Jackie, so that we can just add an immense amount of value and healing information to people.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it as well.
All right. Well, have a wonderful day and look forward to seeing you at the next show.
If you want more information to multiply your health and simplify your lifestyle, visit our website at excelpodcast.com. Until next time, have an outstanding day.